Oh my goodness. Take 500. I have been trying to go live and I was not understanding which camera to use. Anyway, this is my first time going live. I've gone live on TikTok and Instagram, but this is my first time on YouTube. My daughter then interrupted me on the last one and was asking about snacks. So I am starting over and we're going to look at names from 1948. I'm going to talk fast because I'm afraid that if I keep stalling, I'm not going to do this. You guys, being a content creator is, oh, it's so hard. No, it's just putting yourself out there and making mistakes. I'm just making mistakes today. I'm just getting used to things. All right. We're going to focus. Okay. We are looking at baby names from 1948. All right. I have done this series with like names from 2000 and 1900 and 1960 something and 70 and 80. Like, it is so fun to go back and see. And we're going to start with the girls. Number one for 1948 is Linda. Do you ever hear of a Linda anymore? Because I sure as heck don't. I guess it's okay. I really would prefer Lindy these days. I feel like that's very, 2000s coded Lindy. Excuse me. It's embarrassing to be live. And have normal bodily functions and burp. Okay. Oh my God. If I start this over again, I will lose my. Then we have Mary, which I think is really interesting. Mary has stayed. Now, Mary was at the top spot for many years as well, but she is currently ranking at 132 for 2024. To me, that is wild behavior that Mary has such staying power. Do you guys know a little Mary? Also, in the comments, right, just like I want you to say the name and like thumbs up or thumbs down, or the name and yay or nay or up or down, whatever. I just want to know like your initial reactions to things whenever you watch this. Let me know, because that's what I'm basically doing, is just going with a gut reaction. So number 3 is Barbara, and I love this name. It might help that someone in my family married a Barbara and she goes by Barbie, and the Barbie movie was very influential for me and I really loved it a lot. I just think Barbara is Barbara Streisand. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with it. It's Babs. It's adorable. I think Barbie is the perfect nickname and I'm obsessed. So Barbara's got to be probably going to be hard for me to beat of this top 10 list. We have Patricia at number 4. It's okay. I do like the nickname of Patsy over Patty. And I don't know, or Trisha. That's kind of cute. I guess I like Patricia. Then we have Susan, which I'm not a huge fan. I do like Suzanne or Susanna over Susan, interestingly enough, but there you go. What do you think of it? Then we have Sandra at number 6, and I love it because you can go by Sandy, which is fantastic. And then we have Nancy. I have an Aunt Nancy, so I do like this name at number 7. Carol. These are such boomer names, aren't they? They're very mid-century boomer names, which is great. I see my other aunt's name shortly down there. I'm sure my mom's name, Vicky, is on here somewhere too. And then we have Sharon at number 9. I know Sharon's. I know. And then a Kathleen. Kathleen screams 90s to me as a 90. Like, I was born in 83 and kind of grew up in the 90s. So that's, to me, is a little bit different. So if I had to pick my top 3, I would say Barbara, Patricia, and Sandra from those girl names. What do you think? All right, let's go to the boys. And we start with James, who's still in the top 10 today. Then we have Robert, John. If you think of a classic name, when you're thinking of a classic boy and girl name, the most classic of all, what do you think of? Because for me, it's Mary and John. And my father-in-law is actually named John. And it is a good name. It is everywhere. I just grew up knowing so many Johns. I just feel like it was the most common name, even more than James. And maybe that's just my life. Maybe that's just the Midwest. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Okay, so we have James, Robert, John. My husband's middle name is Robert. We have William, which, again, staying power, still in the top 10. Like, none of the girl names are in the top 10. Do you guys realize this? None of the girl names are in the top 10 in 2025 that were in 1948, but multiple of the boy names. So interesting. Then we have David at 5, Michael at 6, not my favorite name, Richard, Does anyone go I still meet people named Dick who their nickname from Richard, and it's just not the thing anymore, right? You know what I mean? Then we have Thomas at 8, which is cute. Charles, who doesn't love Charles? I had a Grandpa Charles, Grandpa Chuck is what we called him, and at number 9, and then 10 is Ronald. So there are 3 R names in the top 10. We have Robert, Richard, and Ronald. If I'm gonna pick an R name, it's probably gonna be something like Roland. I kinda like that. Reminds me of Schitt's Creek, the TV show. I do like James. I think James at number 1 is fantastic. Okay. So now we're going to go to the bottom. All right. Now we're going to go slide down all the way to the top or the end of the top 1,000. Okay. And we're going to look at these names. Oh my goodness. We have Nila or Nyla. It's Nila. Wow, that's really pretty. And I look at a lot of older lists, okay? So a lot of these names, like I see early on the boys list, Early. That was a very common name and I love it, but I've seen it before, right? I've seen Jocelyn and Jermaine and Sherilyn, but like Neela, adorable. Oh, Birdie, I see too. Georgetta. Okay, I need to focus on where I'm supposed to be looking. So we have Neela and then we have Renee, Renae. That's pretty. Not normally how you might spell it, which is probably why it's farther down. Then we have Tammy. Tammy makes me think of Parks and Rec and Ron Swanson's, wives all being called Tammy, Tammy 1 and Tammy 2. It's an okay name. Blanca, love. Love, 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 love. Blanca is adorable at 993. Then we have Amelia, which is like incredibly popular now. Let's see if the website is working for me fast. Amelia with an E is at 43 right now. It's crazy. It's crazy how much, like the difference, right? Fonda is at 995. Fonda? Very cool name. Isabella. Again, these names are so popular now. Catherine, spelled differently. Leslie, spelled differently. Laureen. I actually really love Laureen, Loreen. And I'm like, why does that look so familiar? I just put it on a list. So tonight I'm going to film, I've prepped my list, but tonight I'm going to film names given to 6 babies names given to 6 babies, period, in 2024. And so I go through the Beyond the Top 1,000 and Laureen, Loreen, is on there. It's funny. So it's at 999 here. And then Theta, Theda, Theta. I'm loving it. Yep. That's a great list. I think if I had to pick my top 3 from this, it would be Blanca, Fonda, and Theta. All with the A ending. It's interesting how much I love a traditionally feminine A ending sound name. All right, let's switch to the boys. Starting at 990, we have Cal. Then, Cal, just Cal. I have to take a minute. Wow. Don't rush it, Stephanie. Cal, that's adorable. It's like Leo. And I see Kit and Abe, 2 other 3-letter names. If I just move my eyes up a little bit. Carlton, just spelled a little bit differently than you might think. Edison, we love. Elwyn, Elwyn. I love it. Giles, love it. Jared, don't love it. I'm not a huge fan of Jared, I gotta say. Loyal, it's an okay virtue name. It's not my favorite. Murray, Murry. It's very interesting. Kind of like it. Rayburn, 998. Santo at 999. And Willian. Literally, a misspelling of William is in the top 1,000. Willian. Gosh, I wonder how many babies were given that. I could look it up. I just don't have, I don't want to make you guys wait, but I can go look and just see how many people were actually given that name in 1948. It's clearly a misspelling, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Probably. Feel free to ask questions, or also I always like to take suggestions for the next year. So if you have an idea, let's go to the 500s though. God, this is where the gems are going to be. I have a feeling. 500s, 400s, I don't know. I'm just gonna start looking around this spot. Unknown. Unknown. I'm gonna copy and paste. This name, unknown, is at 400, ranking, oops, at 469. Wow. The name unknown. Guys, this was 1948, right? Jeez, that's just wild to me. I also see D-E-E, Roxanne, Kitty, Jolene, Bernadine. Oh, that's cute. I see Harriet with 2 T's. Tommy for a girl with an IE ending. Amazing. Lots of misspellings. I mean, let's not forget, there have become infinitely more name opportunities and just choices out there since 1948. Because I see Dorothy misspelled as well. It's at 492. So there's more people now. I'm not wearing any earrings. There's more people. There's more name opportunities. There's more like acceptable, whimsical, different types of names. And so I think we honestly, mostly where I see the most like alternative or misspellings are in the Beyond the Top 1000. I love to see Dolly. I love it. Opal. Edwina, so pretty. Clarice. Elvira. Do you guys say Elvira or Elvira? How do you pronounce it? Do tell. Do tell. Rhonda. Fern is on here. Molly. Willa. Ola. Gayla. Interesting. Haven't don't see that one much anymore. Jerry for a girl with a G. Roxy, Debbie, so many nicknaming names. I think it's so funny when people are like, well, I want them to be able to grow up and have like a full name. Well, that's great. But you don't need that. Just like you see people all the time and like, you're like, oh, that's my grandma Dot. That's my grandma Dottie. That name is given. Here's Joe, Joe. That's it. Like these are nicknames. Roxy and Effie and Eddie, Dottie, Dolly. I see Odessa on here. That's great. Okay, I better switch to the boys. I see Bridget. Love that. Hang on. Barbara spelled wrong. Like sometimes I just think people didn't know without the internet. Oh, here's unknown for the boys. Ranking at 520. And unknown is ranking at 520 for the boys. I think it's important. Kind of. I think it's nice to know. Yeah, I think with internet, we really have a lot more. We have accessibility to education and to how to spell things correctly, right? So that's why if you are spelling the name Isaac or Chloe incorrectly, it's like, oh, you can easily look that up before you fill out your form. Okay, let's look at some boy names around the mid-100, like the 500s. I see Roscoe. I see Roscoe. I love the name Roscoe. I love it. Never mind my daughter coughing in the background. Odell, cute. Simon. Oh, Kermit's on here, guys. Kermit's on here at 461. We have Rocky. Love it. Gail. For a boy. Kirby. Weldon. Ramiro. I love Ramiro. Cornell. Vern. Elvin. Irwin. Here's Levi. Way down at 487. Solomon. Rocco. Connie. Guys, Connie. Yeah, Connie for a boy. If I say it more, you'll understand, right? Otto. Clay. Lamont. Ooh. Delmar. I ever since I've been like collecting vintage names, and I have a form you can fill out if you want to submit one from your family tree. I love collecting vintage names. I have like 2,000 names right now from people submitted. And Delmar, I think I discovered that a few years ago, and I was like, it's beautiful. I need a sip because I feel like I'm not doing so hot at this live stuff. But I would call him Del. How cute is that? Delmar. I need to go buy Del. I don't know what my deal is. I already did film a YouTube video that I'm going to send to my editor. Shelby on the boys' side. Kendall. I really like that. Very gender neutral. Bernie. Luke is at 533. That's so like far down. Ooh, I like Lonnie. Lonny. Erwin. Noah. Noah is, what is it? The second top name? It's Liam, then Noah, right? 546. I should know that. It's like I have the top 10 slightly memorized, but also why would I need to? I can find it easily. So it's like, is it this way or that? I kind of like Rogers as a first name instead of Roger. Buford. Herschel. Oh my God, that's one of my favorites. Herschel. I love Herschel. Brett. Oh, that reminds me of high school. Clement. Bennett. Wilmer. Guillermo. Another Herschel. Duncan. Carmine. Kyle. Kurt. Stanford. Val. Wow. And lots of feminine names. We have Ivory and Carol and Gail and Winifred. You guys, I think I'm going to end it here at names do not have a gender. It is all you have to do is go look in the past and then let go of everything that you ever thought and think, okay, if I love this name, I can give it to my child. Or like if it's gender neutral, it does, or if it's not considered gender neutral, make it gender neutral. Use it for whatever you want. Use it for whatever you want. And also, if you want to use a nickname, use a nickname. I think it's nerves that's making me want to yawn. Use a nickname. Use any name you like. I feel like now people are starting to join, and I've already been talking for freaking 17 minutes. So I'm going to stop now. This is not going to be an hour-long stream because I am just, I'm getting into it. I'm hoping the next time I do this, it will be better. But you guys, I'll tell you a sneak peek of the video that's coming next week. I have a kind of could be divisive. It's the top 3 baby names I do not recommend anymore and why. And also there's some extras too, but these main 3 I do not recommend. So look forward to that. And I don't know, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for bearing with me. And if you watch this, please like this video because I appreciate you for being here. Okay. Happy naming.